What's up, guys? Welcome to the Bjacks70 Show. I am your host, Brandon Jackson, and Kenny Pickett's not playing. Let's talk about it. Um, quick little video for you today. Um, yeah, I just wanted to come on here and talk about how Kevin Stefanski came out and said at a press conference, Kenny Pickett isn't playing on on Saturday in the last preseason game. Um, on the last episode, I talked about how I actually thought he would be able to, thought he would be healthy enough. Um, Even if he maybe wasn't healthy enough, that he would try to do whatever he could to get out there. But this kind of shows either he's really super hurt and like there's nothing they can do, or it shows maybe like they had an idea, they brought in Kenny Pickett, they wanted to see if it will work, but hasn't worked out because he hasn't been able to play. Or, and unfortunately, I feel like this is the most likely of the scenarios, is that they really like him. So even though he hasn't played at all during the preseason, he's still going to make the roster and he's still going to be QB2 on the depth chart. And I really don't want that to happen. Um, just because what's the point? I mean, like I feel like I've been hammering this home all summer. Joe Flacco will be the starter. You get to a point, you see what Shador has, you see what Dylan has. Um, Kenny Pick like there's no reason, there's zero reason for Kenny Pickett to put the Browns uniform on especially at this point. I don't know if we've seen anything in practice that has been like, wow, he really could be the guy. Like he's had some good days. Like he had a day with no incompletions and like three touchdowns in 7-on-7. I think he did have that kind of day. But as far as I know, and you can let me know if I'm wrong, he hasn't shown anything to where you could say, wow, we really need to give that guy a shot to be QB1, to maybe be the future of the team. We've seen nothing like that. And to be clear, we haven't seen that from any of the quarterbacks currently in this room. So I just want to be clear there. We haven't seen that from any of these guys, but we for sure haven't seen it from Kenny Pickett because he's only practiced and we haven't seen him in any preseason real action. Not even joint practices 11-on-11. We have nothing to go on. So that brings me to my next point about Kevin Stefanski. I think it was a press conference on Monday. It was either Monday or Tuesday, I don't remember, but he had a quote saying like about the depth chart behind Joe Flacco. Everything here is earned, not given. And I need somebody to ask him, or shit, let it be me myself. I'll ask if I get a chance, if I ever meet the guy. If we're if we're talking about things that have been earned, not given, what has Kenny Pickett earned for this Cleveland Browns team? What has he earned? Because surely it's not a roster spot. I'm just being real. I'm just being so for real. If that's the stance that Kevin Stefanski wants to make about the quarterback room, that reps and opportunities are earned and not given, what has Kenny Pickett done to earn anything? He hasn't earned anything. He hasn't had a chance to really earn anything unless the one or two practices that he was able to participate in camp before he pulled his hamstring, unless they were that good, however you evaluate quarterbacks in the room, unless he was that good, I don't think he's done anything to earn consideration for a roster spot at this point. Again, if I'm wrong, let me know, point me to where I can be corrected because I would love to be correct when I'm on camera, when I'm on YouTube talking to you like this. So, if I'm wrong, please let me know. But I don't think I am. I don't know of any time Kenny Pickett has earned even benefit of the doubt to be considered for a roster spot. There's six quarterbacks on the roster right now. One is going to be on the pup when you start the season. Snoop is going to be gone. Just do what do. Just I need to see the notification. Kenny Pickett has been waived with an injury designation or an injury waiver or whatever because he can't perform because he has a pulled hamstring. Whatever you got to do. Ride out with Flacco, ride out with Dylan Gabriel, Shador Sanders in the quarterback room, and go from there. We have to clean this up a little bit before we get into the regular season because the focus is going to be on week one, playing the Bengals, Joe Flacco as a starter. But the questions, every interception, every sack taken, every incomplete pass, every loss, which there'll probably be a lot of them, every single thing. The question is going to be asked: when is Shador getting in? When is Dylan Gabriel getting in? We don't need to add on to that having Kenny Pickett in the room. Just another, just another layer in between getting from Joe Flacco to the rookies because we're going to get to the rookies no matter what. We're going to get to at least one of them. So we might as well not sugarcoat it, not have a buffer in between of Kenny Pickett. Just just cut it out. Just cut it out. Because there's no reason. There's really no reason for it. And then this preseason game on Saturday, I know Dylan Gabriel and Shador Sanders should both be playing a whole lot. Um, I know this is a dress rehearsal for the regular season. We might see some starters for a couple of plays here and there. I don't imagine they'll be in long. Um, and I imagine, but I'm just going to get out in front of it. I imagine that Dylan Gabriel's going to be the one first up after Joe Flacco. It is what it is at this point. Um, and then Shador, I'm assuming Shador plays because Shador did come back to practice. Stefanski said did some 11 on 11, but he was limited. But he was able to do what they asked him to do during practice. So I imagine he'll be able to play, but I do imagine him coming in after Dylan Gabriel on Saturday, just because that's how it's been the whole time. Um, and they don't seem to be switching anything up. So I imagine that's how it's going to be. That's how it's going to go. So just get out ahead of it. Don't be mad when you see it happen. The Shador comes in after Dylan Gabriel. It is what it is. We'll evaluate what we see. Now, if Tyler Huntley comes in before Shador, then we have a problem. Then we could probably get up in arms about that, but I don't anticipate that happening. I anticipate most of the game being Dylan Gabriel and Shador Sanders because it should be. We've we've beat a dead horse all training camp. We know we don't need to see much Joe Flacco because he's 40, because he's old. We get it. So Um, but yeah, so just wanted to come in here real quick, talk about Kenny Pickett not playing. Why is he here? Please get him off the roster. Don't need him. Don't need another level of distraction. Um, another level of we don't need four quarterbacks. We don't, especially for a team that's not probably not going to do anything, probably not going to win a lot of games. But what do I know? Um, so yeah, thank you for watching the video. Um, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Next week, maybe I'll be back before next week on the channel doing something. Who knows what'll happen? But next week we're gonna of course evaluate what happened in the last preseason game. But next week is predictions week. Predictions week on here. We're gonna talk about like over under win totals, talk about who's making the playoffs, who's winning the conference, who's winning the Super Bowl, individual player awards. Um, it's just gonna be a week long season preview. Don't know how many videos, don't know exactly how I'm gonna do it yet, but next week, predictions week, week long thing, week long series. Um, so be on the lookout for that. Again, be on the lookout September 1st, patreon.com/ Bjacks70. I'm coming with the Patreon. A bunch of extra stuff that you won't get on this channel. You'll get on the Patreon. Be a little bit more creative, able to do a little bit more on Patreon, get around some copyright stuff, do some film breakdowns, do some live streams uh post game NFL Sunday. You know, we'll talk about that more as we get closer, but just just keep it in mind. Just keep it in mind. September 1st, BJack70 Patreon. Just think about it. Keep in mind. Keep it in mind. Keep it top of mind. So, yeah, that's all I really got. So, appreciate you watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and until the next one, we'll see you.